I was listening. Dog, I told you I'm not the same person I was yesterday.
I was thinking about starting off with, getting that Jack Daniels 27 Gold. I didn't know anything about it.
Not me either. I don't even think I've ever heard of it.
But it's $100 bottle. It's $100 bottle and shit, yeah. That's all I know.
Well, I guess it stands a chance to be the first Jack product that I fuck with.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Alright, so what's up? You're listening to That's 86'd podcast. I am your host, Bryant and Theo, also known as BryGuy, and to my right, man, so smooth in a green and a lime green, bringing all the energy. You ain't think I had it? Theo!
I'm here.
You're here?
I'm here.
That's good. Let me take these off my head now, because I know what's going on in here.
Right.
Alright, man, so what's up? How you been?
Different type of week. I'm at a, what did they call it? I'm at an impasse or whatever. So I got to make some decisions throughout the next couple of days. That's basically going to let me figure out where my life is headed after this.
That's good.
These bars ain't open.
How was your Valentine's Day?
What was that, yesterday?
Yeah.
It's goddamn intense. Intense. Chill. You know what I'm saying? I was by myself, but it was motherfucking intense. How about you?
It was pretty cool. It wasn't as intense.
Yeah.
I guess it was intense. I just binged watched Hell's Kitchen all day.
Oh, okay.
My fault. Hey, cousin. I'm sorry. This is a rough start off.
It's all good, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, I'm just here, bro.
Alright, yo, man.
You feel the pressure because you the host, but I'm just here.
Yo, I don't feel any pressure. You know, I don't care. That's it. I'm just still trying to warm up. Something I do have to recap, man. The week has been real crazy. Somehow, since you guys seen us last live episode, it was a birthday. Shout out to Ian. Went to go visit that guy 2 times apparently. Only remember the first one. Yeah, man.
I didn't make it to the second one.
You did make it to the second one. Oh, you did?
No, I didn't. Me and Said went to a bar. I got 4 distinct memories from that day. And one of them was...
Y'all went to a bar?
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. You ain't figured it out.
No.
Said lost his car.
I know that.
He hit me back the next day and was like, yo, you know where my car is? But, yeah. I thought you fucking knew about that whole thing. Because you seemed like you was all right.
No, man.
Oh, man.
No. That wasn't...
All right, so I have 4 distinct memories from that day. One memory was we was headed back to Ian's house. The next memory was I was in the car with Said and I got out of the car with Said. We walked into a bar. Black. Then I remember sitting at a table with 2 people, just talking, just telling them everything.
Oh,
talking
shit.
to 2 people, don't know who they was. One dude had glasses, the other girl, they was older though. Sitting there talking to them, and I'm like, yeah, my friend, he's right. Oh, there he is, and Said putting money in the karaoke joint, putting money in the jukebox and shit. Said was going there to dance, I guess. So I remember that,
shit.
and then my memory directly after that was, talking to y'all on the phone like, yo, where we at? Looking for a street sign. And then my next memory after that was, I don't know where Said is no more. And then y'all niggas was yelling at me. Like, yo, what you do with Said? I'm like, I don't know where he went. So I lost Said. And then my next memory after that, I was in the back of your car and you was yelling at me. He was like, yo, wake the fuck up. Wake up. No, wake up. And I'm like...
That's how it sounded to you?
Dog, that was how it was. That was how it was.
Well,
and then after that, I woke up, I was in my house, and I was like, all right, that was lit.
Well,
I don't know how we got there.
It was really, it was really careless on my part. It was really irresponsible. And I plan to never, ever, ever do that again. But like I told you, I've been watching a lot of Hell's Kitchen. Mm-hmm. So I just been taking this whole Gordon Ramsay approach to talking at some at certain times and moments in a way where it's just like, no, look, I need you to help me.
Yeah. That's basically.
It's like no, wake up because I don't have a phone.
Yeah, but it was me, so he was cussing at me and shit too. He's like, wake the fuck up. Yeah. No, fuck that. Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm fucking lost.
I'm sitting there like, nigga, I was just asleep. What am I supposed to do for you? I was just asleep.
I don't need you to be
I'm
asleep.
in a car.
I need you to be awake, telling me how to get
why
you.
am I in the back seat then?
Tell you how to get me home. I mean, to get you home. You was like, yo, make a left. And that's what got me pissed. Because I didn't know where I was. And he was like, yo, make this left right here. Make this left. So I made the left.
And then I didn't know where I was at no more.
And then you
probably.
popped up and you were like, yo, I ain't even gonna lie to you no more.
I don't know where we at.
I don't know where we at, yo, man. I'm lost. And that's what got me.
I was asleep. You shouldn't have depended on the person who was asleep, man.
Well, I didn't know you were asleep.
So the thing was, I woke up at like 7 on the dot that morning. So that night went way later than I expected to. And when all that shit happened, it was about 11 at night by that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like literally, genuinely asleep. I couldn't keep my eyes open for nothing.
Yeah, man. I was just like, oh man, it's like 1 a.m. right now. I need to not be here.
It was 1 a.m.?
Yeah.
See, I said 11. I thought I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah, man, because I was like, I still got to go home and sleep and get ready for work.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Like I said, I told you about my 4 distinct memories, and I don't know how I got in the car. I don't remember meeting up with y'all. I don't remember what happened to Sid. I don't remember anything. I just remember he took me to a bar.
Well, luckily,
and apparently on my credit card, I got a charge.
Okay.
I bought a drink. That's it.
All right.
It was only $12, so it was probably a citywide.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah. So that was Monday.
Yeah, that was Monday.
The whole Tuesday, I slept the whole day.
That's good.
I slept the whole day.
That's good.
I was looking like shit, felt like shit. I walked upstairs and asked my mom, how you keeping these kids so quiet? She was like, what? I don't know. And I was like, all right, well, I'm sorry about yesterday. And then I went back to sleep. Because she was supposed to be at work. I was supposed to get home by 10 so she could leave for work. I didn't get home by 10.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen at all.
Not at all.
That didn't happen at all. Well, shit, I got to work on Tuesday. I walked in, and there was a letter waiting for me. And then somebody walked up and was like, yo, man, you were late again? And I was like, no, there's no way. I know what time I'm supposed to be here today. Yeah. I know what time I'm supposed to be here today. I was like, what? I looked at that. I was like, nah. I'm on time. I'm on time. I shouldn't be getting written up. Then I saw that so I have a meeting. Okay. I have a meeting, I guess at this point next week for all the latenesses that I had back in November.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Because the thing is, it's like your hearing. Well, I can't remember what it is, but it's like parole hearing and shit. And it's like, yo, I can use all of my good behavior to stand on.
No, I don't give a fuck.
No, I know you don't give a fuck, but realistically, you can go into the meeting and you actually have the leverage of, man, that was like 4 months ago. Have I been late since then, though? Okay, like, have I been late since then, though?
Like,
you know?
I'm pretty sure I have.
All right.
Probably once.
Well, shit, I don't know.
Maybe twice.
Listen,
I don't know.
I told you how it was when I got fired for that job for being late, and I was just like, what do you mean? Nobody ever told me anything. And they were like, well, you've been getting here 5 minutes late every single day since you worked there. And I'm like, yeah, but nobody told me anything. They were like, yeah, but you know. You're supposed to know. So, I had to look at them and take it on the chin like, damn.
Exactly.
I did know. Exactly. I did know. Every day I would roll out of bed and go, I got 5 more minutes. So, yeah. You know what I mean?
That's why the 5
that shit
minutes.
translates. That shit translates, bro.
I got you. Yes, no, so I've been telling everybody, I'm like, yo, it's been good working with you guys. I'm out of here. They're just like, what? No, that's not how that works. I'm just like, oh, man. It is.
You can fire yourself, but don't do it.
I'm not going, no.
You don't need to fire yourself.
I'm going to try to just,
that's their fucking job. Let them deal with that shit.
I think what they're going to say or ask is can you not be late anymore? Or can you make a promise that you won't be late anymore? I thought you were going to say they were going to
ask, is everything okay at home?
Oh, man, if they did that, then, I mean, come on.
You got a whole story.
You know?
Like, well, really? Honestly?
Like, if you guys care, like, I usually put the NA on the reasoning why I'm late. Just because it's like, you guys don't care. But now that I know that you do care, listen, this is what's going on.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Like, my dog was sick.
You just start going down the whole line.
Like straight up.
Like, man.
My electricity went out for one night. I don't know what it was, whether it was a storm.
I thought I made a milli. You understand? I woke up, Powerball.
I was like, man, fuck everything. And then I realized it wasn't.
It was only for $2. So I was like, hey.
It wasn't fuck everything. Like, damn, how many do I get if I get 3 out of 5? Nothing? All right, cool. I know that now.
Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much just where I've been at with it, you know.
Word.
You know?
I mean, it sounds pretty similar to my week, honestly. I mean, played out in completely different ways, but it sounds pretty similar to my week, which is you're pretty much weighing everything out and expecting things to change drastically pretty soon.
I guess so. Yeah, man. I guess that was all before yesterday. So, as we know right now, today is the 15th. And yesterday was Valentine's Day. I don't know if you know the scope of the city, the hospitality industry, but Valentine's Day is a pretty big day within the hospitality industry.
In years past, yes.
In years past.
It has been.
It has been. Up until now.
Past.
Up until now. So, yeah, and I was watching on our local news that all the concerns, all the restaurateurs and everybody are pretty upset with the rules, you know?
I mean,
because it's a major day that they make a lot of money.
Right now? Do you know what the rules are right now?
You can allow 50% in if you have the proper ventilation going on. But
what the hell is the proper ventilation?
I mean, you can't just have a window.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what kind of HVAC guys are you getting out to just like put a whole fucking ventilation system in the spot like the cigar, like Ashton got? Like, who was doing that? Who's spending 20 racks real quick? I'm just wondering.
And that's what goes into my mind. Like, is in your business model or your I don't know, like your updates, your maintenance portion on your expenses, is this something that you should update the establishment every like 2 years or something like that? You know, like or are you just sitting there rocking out with what is it, asbestos all up in the place because that place has been built in the
1945, man. They updated all of that. You ain't dealing with that.
Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, when someone goes in and purchase, or they're renting or leasing the establishment, this real estate, you know, are they putting is that something that they're thinking about? Because as of now, this is something you have to constantly think about.
Yeah, at this point,
this point, so this has to be something that's on, like, updating your facility every couple years.
It would be interesting to know what exact updates one would be required to make in order to continue functioning regularly.
I mean, even if it didn't even come to this whole pandemic, you see what I'm doing there? You know, you like that?
I mean, I'll deal with it. That's pretty much how things have been going.
You know, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
I'm just, you know.
Look, none of this is real to me still. I'm here.
All right, but yeah, just like from when you first purchase a place, right? Or your lease or whatever, you know? Like updating the spot itself, like reinvesting a little bit of the revenue back into something, you know, of the building, whether it's the flooring, whether it's the bar top, whether it's the lighting, whatever now, vents, you know, like it's
ideally should be all of that shit, but
you know, like it's like
but no, like vents, man. You talking about vents, man. It's not just vents, bro.
It's not plumbing.
When you talking about but when you saying like the ventilation system, like that's a lot, nigga. That's within the guts of the building. That's like vents. That's a fan.
But if you're leasing
high-powered shit,
if you're renting, I guess that could be in the negotiation. Definitely moving forward now. It's just like, if I'm renting this, this is what I need in order to be able to properly.
But there's people running around on 10-year leases out here who are literally just continuing to pay rent regularly. You know.
That's true.
And there's no renegotiating yet because it's a lease. You know?
I mean, there has to be there has to be a way that you can sit there and modify your lease within the 10 years.
You can modify the building if that's what you agreed on, but modifying the lease, that's a whole different game, brother.
All right, well, the building. Well, see, that's the loophole around that. It's just like, well, we would like to update the property because it's going to raise the property value.
I mean, obviously you can do that. Yeah, you can, but I'm talking about the idea that, all right, I'm a restaurateur. And I have this building that I function out of that I do not own. Now I have to literally put 20 to 30 racks into a ventilation system.
Or just keep having people eat outside.
I have to
in
put
these
20 to 30 racks into a ventilation system if I want to come, if I want to come even close to what I was doing before.
Yeah.
That's on me. That's not on the owner of the building. Not at all. Now, when the owner of the building is back on the market and he's looking for bids and shit, then he can do that to up his value. But ultimately, I'm in this bitch right now, and I'm responsible for all of this shit. If the building is going to function or not, he's still going to get his rent. He ain't worried about none of that other shit. You know what I mean?
See, I don't think I'm not certain if it works that way within just like business as well. Like if you're well, because you're still a tenant regardless.
I'm a tenant.
But if you're if my apartment needed something, like if it needed to have updated ventilation, then
there would be provisions in the lease for that.
He or she would have to sit there.
There would be provisions for that.
Cover that.
There would be provisions for that. Like, what do you mean updated ventilation? Like, what are you even talking about?
Circulation of airflow. I know this thing about to blow up.
This is the shit I was talking about yesterday. Like, you really questioning, like, what is everything right now?
It's about to blow up, man.
I don't know what that is, but it can make a house shake.
Oh, man. They're building a playground across the street now.
There's been a playground across the street.
They're updating for ventilation for the playground.
For the drug dealers. Because ain't no kids in that park. I know. I've never seen a kid in that park.
I mean, there's a lot of glass. All right.
They put it there, the kids. Anyways, so if there was a necessity for ventilation in a building, right? And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about a commercial space, because that's different. A commercial space is clearly going to be different. You guys, if you've been renting off of a dude for 20 years, come together, have lunch with him, figure it out. You guys together. You're in this together. But if you move into a building that has shit everything, and that's what you agreed on, and you signed a lease with it having shit everything, the property is as is, brother.
Yeah.
So if there needs to be any updates, if it's that important to you, because I'm looking at it from the owner's perspective, if it's that important to you, we can talk about you being able to do it, but me funding it? You can't require me to fund it. I mean, well, most of my leases is repairs. Most of my leases has been repairs or updates under $25. You responsible for repairs or updates above $25. Like if you need a new toilet, that's on me, man. That's on me. You know what I mean? If you need a new toilet, that's on me. But if you need a new doorknob, that's on you, cuz. You know what I mean? Make sure you give me the key once you put that new doorknob on too. That type of shit. And there's always provisions for that in the lease. Like, come on, there's a reason them shits be 10, 12, 15 pages.
No, but that's where I guess I'm trying to get at. It's like, well, you can negotiate within that lease. Before you sign it. Well,
before you sign it, you can negotiate it.
It has to be. It's not a way. It has to be a way. Like right now. I mean, I guess if your landlord is that much of a non-cooperative individual, then you can sit there and just be like, no, that's not quite on me, that's on you, but I do have to approve it. Like I can see it going that way as well. But it's like, all right, well, I'm adding value to. That's why you don't sit there and say it yourself. You get a representative, like an attorney or somebody, to sit there and just like, well, we're adding value to your property, so you can at least put 30% to it or something like that. 20%. I don't know, but it has to be something, because if you don't own a place, then it's just like, well, what, do you just shut down? I don't know, man. That's just. And move your operation to another, location. That's
why I asked you what's required. I don't even know what's required at this point as far as ventilation updates go. Like, what could you even...
I mean, well, I don't think you could just open up a window in the front and back and, that's ventilation. I do believe that it has to have, I don't know how many. I guess it depends on so
it's
many.
It's not Ashton ventilation.
Yeah.
They're not expecting you to throw fans in the top
everywhere.
of the joint.
It's probably a certain amount of square footage that you need ventilation happening within the venue. So if you have like 1,000 square feet and it's 500, square feet of ventilation of a vent, then that's only 2. You need 2 vents, I guess, Yeah,
I'm trying to look up for it right now.
in the meanwhile, I just think that this makes everything even more trickier, because it's just like, well, I might as well just keep rocking out with outdoor dining, outdoor seating with the wooden seats, and keep putting the heat lamps up there until I guess everybody gets vaccinated. I don't know, because it's like, how important is people having people to come in? I mean, it hurts because you're losing so much, because you don't have as much real estate on the street or the sidewalk as you do with inside your actual building. This is rough. This is rough, definitely for a state like this, because it costs so much for everything.
Yeah, this is a deep dive right here.
Where is that coming from?
CBS Philly.
CBS Philly.
Just to give you, sorry, I apologize. I gotta read this shit. But Philadelphia health officials are allowing indoor capacity at restaurants to increase to 50% as early as Friday. And this was on February 10th. So they're talking about
last week.
They're talking about this Friday. It's the 15th right now. So they're not talking about last week.
This Friday, this Friday was last Friday. For the 10th.
This Friday, okay. They said as early as Friday. So, all right, whatever. Last week or this week, it's still pretty recent. If restaurants meet new ventilation standards, but restaurant owners say that that's much easier said than done. It has been a roller coaster of a year for Philadelphia restaurants, including popular Kensington bar Cook and Shaker. You ever heard of that one?
Whoa. No.
Okay. We are like, why you react like that? We are like everybody else. Our capacity has been diminished for almost a year. Revenue is diminished. We are around down 65% or so. Cook and Shaker owner Laura Villegas said, the 7-year-old restaurant has been operating at 25% indoor capacity for about a month now and has fared better than most, retaining its full staff from the beginning of the pandemic. A glimmer of hope came Tuesday, but not without a cost. City Health Commissioner Dr. Thomas Farley announced that restaurants can increase indoor dining up to 50% capacity given they make specific upgrades to their ventilation systems, submit a form to the city, and pass an air test. We do think this is a way to try to have restaurants get back to their feet economically and provide service to customers while also doing it safely, Farley said. The requirements include at least 20% of the air circulated by the HVAC system is from the outside, a filter system with a MERV grade of 11 or higher, and 15 or more air exchanges per hour. If a restaurant does not have an HVAC system, Farley said it can still achieve at least 15 air exchanges per hour via window fans. Villegas said she's lucky that her HVAC system already exceeds what's necessary for the small space, and just needs a few adjustments. We know it's an added expense, but it's an added expense to make the place safer, to allow us to open at 50% capacity. We would bring more business, so we're fine doing it, she said. We know that in the long run, it benefits everybody. Okay. That's pretty much the end of the article. So there's specific upgrades necessary, and they have to have a specific amount of air movement by their HVAC system, which already existed. And lucky for them, they got a little teeny space and they had an HVAC system that exceeded what was required. But what about these motherfuckers that have a huge space and don't have an HVAC system that does nearly that?
Who has a huge space whose pockets don't run deep? Who doesn't have the investors?
Everybody has huge space that pockets run deep.
So they can afford it then.
Yeah, they can afford it. Ideally.
So therefore, I mean,
unless they're already shut down.
It doesn't seem like it would be too much of an issue to sit there and have that update.
Okay.
Or that's just.
I mean, like I said, I'm imagining that's a 20 rack situation. You know.
I mean, but like you said, like the article said. The amount that you'll make from that is clearly it's worth it.
You can function. That's do or die. Actually,
it's worth it.
It's really what it comes down to. It's do or die. But shit, I don't know if they own the space. I don't know what's going on with that. But I assume they own the space.
All right, just give me one moment.
Okay.
Bernardo said, "What's up, my man Theo?"
Boss, what's good? This boy walked away during a live joint. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go to the bathroom. Oh no, he's not going to the bathroom. He's gonna go let Fred in. I think he's gonna go let Fred in. Fred's gonna ask me if I'm okay. What's up, dog?
That will be a punch-in.
Will it? I mean, it's live right now, so.
No, but it's also recording
Yeah.
for the day that we usually drop.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I don't know where we were, but.
I mean, no. See, like City Winery, they have deep pockets.
Who brought
you
that
know?
up?
My guy out of Chicago.
Oh, City, is that the place you were working?
Yeah. So he says City Winery, big space, short pockets.
That's what they acted like. They did act like they had some short pockets.
I mean, but it's
that shit wasn't well thought out either.
That's one thing. I mean, but that's just this one location. The locations all around probably operated differently, but I haven't been to any of the other locations. But you'll be able to see way more than I would be able to, Chris. So, with that being said, yes, it was a huge space. But their ventilation system, besides in the winery itself, was pretty good. It was pretty good. But at the same time, that's also a commercial storefront, I guess you would say, within what we would call the fashion district, or the true Philadelphians, the gallery.
Right.
So the gallery would take care of any of that.
That's not true, is it? I don't think that's true.
Why not?
Because they weren't in the gallery as much as they were kind of a part of the gallery. Like, I don't think that makes the gallery responsible for.
You're renting, no, because you have to get approval for all of anything that happens within there. You had to get approval for.
Okay.
Because you're still renting that space.
Okay.
So the gallery would have to come in and update the ventilation, because if you sit there, like if these standards, that's you messing up their foundational structure, or the structure of that area.
Okay.
So they can't just do it for that restaurant and not do it for the store on top of them.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I get you. So what does this fall under, like zoning or something?
That would fall under zoning.
All right.
So that mall strip would have to sit there and do that. So like, all right. So for our tanks, we couldn't put too much wine in them.
Yeah.
Because there's the subway. There's the public transportation trains under it that's going through. Mm-hmm. So, because if you put too much volume in there,
the floor might fucking cave in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's a restriction right there, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
So, I can only just imagine, like, all of these kind of things they're responsible for.
I got you. But, like I said, if they got a lease already and they have it in writing that the shit is as is, then it's pretty likely that motherfuckers is going to try to punt that issue and let you handle it. They don't play hot potato with that.
All right. You want to go to the comments real quick? Engage a little bit.
Hey, you the host, man. I'm just here.
All right. Let's just do this then. All right. All right. So NATO, it's not short pockets. It's short what they want to spend. I got businesses I won't invest. Then I got some I will dump money into. It's how you balance your money. And where it makes more sense. That depends on the lease.
It's also what you're legally required to do.
Yeah.
That depends on a lot of stuff.
Depends on the lease. Some landlords handle it, some don't. And no. Oh, it doesn't fall under zoning. That wouldn't fall under zoning because you're sitting there you're sitting there messing with the structure that they already had, but you're working within that structure. So I guess they already got approved for that zone of doing whatever they want to. Then I guess you wouldn't have to report. Is that L&I? But L&I also falls under zoning, doesn't it? All right. Because
we need to consult a lawyer.
I mean, no, we don't. They do.
Yeah, because I do. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that if you are running a business out of a fucking property, yes, I own a commercial property. Let's just say it. Yes, I own a commercial property, and I signed on for an agreement that you have, and in order for you to keep functioning, upgrades need to be made. That's not my responsibility, cuz you still owe me rent based on what we agreed to.
Yeah, I can feel that.
But no, don't get me wrong. If I want to be extremely progressive and cooperative, then we can come together and figure something out. Since you are making upgrades to a building that I'm going to eventually own, yeah, that's cool. We could talk about it. We can go to lunch. But am I responsible for it as the owner? Fuck no, not at all.
I understand that. I do understand that. But as far when it's not like these commercial storefront, I can't say that. When we're talking about these like these shopping districts or these malls or anything, I think that's something totally different. I think they no, they don't have to. Just because it's not required for retail shops, it's required for indoor dining.
Right.
For restaurants.
Right. And then if you look at City Winery, they have their own entrances beyond just the gallery. Like you can get in the City Gallery if the gallery's closed. Or get City Winery if the gallery is closed. So I'm pretty sure that is even like a thing. Because with the gallery, I remember vendors inside there used to have fines based on their functionality. Like, oh, you want to not be open while the whole gallery is open? That's bad. That makes us look bad. No, when we're open, you're open.
Yeah.
When we're closed, you're closed. But those guys have their own separate entrance beyond just that. So there's probably different clauses and situations for that whole space.
Yeah. Dag, this is throwing a whole loop within the industry itself, the game, period.
And you want to pay motherfuckers $15 an hour?
Hey, times change. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, we'll go back to being a standalone or a brick and mortar. Don't sit there and go that route. It costs you probably a whole lot less than sitting there just going to these attractions,
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're going to sit there and play the game, play the game. Can't cheat the game. Well, you can cheat the game. All right.
No, the idea is to game the game.
All right, so Nato he's agreeing and he's disagreeing.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, please correct me, because it sounds like some points you are agreeing with and others you aren't agreeing with. I don't know, like, all right, so if you're a newcomer coming in, or you're someone who had your eye on the spot, because this place, because Pennsylvania is a lot different than like New York and all these all these other markets, right? Mm-hmm. Where they have to build out their place first, and then you come through. Then the inspector will come through and pass or fail or whatever, before they give you your okay that you can do business here.
Right.
So, I guess it's better in a sense, because before you even get to any of those renovations, you have to go through certain processes here in Pennsylvania. But outside of that, it's like, all right, you invest in all of this, and now you have this law that comes through where it's like you have to have this, you have to follow these requirements.
Yeah, further requirements.
And it's just like, dang, I tap bank, or now I have to dip into something that I didn't expect to dip into. So,
yeah,
because but you still have that place. It's just not going to generate money until you come up with that. Right. So I guess that's when you start crowdsourcing, get crafty like that.
However you get it, but you have to get it to continue to function. That's really the point.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
And like I said, I just don't think it's on the owner. I think it's on whoever's running that business.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the owner of the place, because the
owner of the property.
Yeah. So, wait, you think it's on the owner of the property?
No, I said it's not on the owner of the property. It's absolutely not on the owner of the property. It's on the lessee, or whatever you want to call him.
Man, that changes a lot. But now you have to find another 10, 20 stacks. It's doable. It's doable.
Yeah, it's doable.
It's doable. It's
You can
doable.
go get a bank
'Cause
loan,
they're-
honestly.
I'm like, there are loans, there are grants.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
like you can make it. See, now I'm about to sit there and go in now.
Okay. So is this the
'Cause,
reason why everything is allowed to be open at this point, but just not open?
I mean, everything is still what? Well, everything couldn't be 50, but you still can be 25%.
Okay. Yeah, but 25% without the required upgrades, though.
Yeah, without the required upgrades, and then you would still have to depend on outdoor dining, which isn't ideal right now because it's cold, it's slippery when wet outside. You know, It's that black ice. You know, it's like somebody might fall. Oh, and that's a whole nother thing because now you have to think about all the people that might slip. It's that insurance right there. You have to add that on. You already had to have that protection. Somebody slip in front of your property. Or your real estate that you're sitting there having your establishment, extend outward. I don't know, man. It's just a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot. So you probably just want to wait till spring.
Yeah, but how much money are you losing by waiting till spring?
You're not losing too much. You're not losing too much. I mean, you lost a lot on Valentine's Day. You'll probably lose a little bit on. You'll lose a lot on St. Patty's Day in March too.
You'll just lose a lot just from not being open.
Yeah. No, but you're still open.
25%.
You're just 25%. And you're 100% outside. So,
Oh, this is crazy.
All right, so Nato has a question for you.
Well, I have limited expertise, so we'll try our best.
If something is wrong with the building itself, who's that on, Theo?
If something is wrong with the building, something like what? Because most likely it's a provision that's covered in the lease. It's going to be covered in the lease.
All right, well, because that's on a whole different. I think that, yeah. I mean, that might not be covered within the lease. I think you have to probably identify that. I think you have to be so forward thinking.
So something like what?
Yeah, I think you have to be so forward thinking with that when you're looking through the lease and your team is looking through the lease. It's just like, well, what are the major requirements for me to have a bar or restaurant, open? I mean, functioning daily, plumbing, electricity, utilities just in general, fire, gas, can't really the walls,
Yeah, but
the structure of it shouldn't fall on me, just like those utilities shouldn't fall on me.
Did you sign a lease with the shit fucked up? That's really the question.
I mean,
if the shit was fucked up when you signed the lease, then you probably signed for it to be that way.
So therefore, then before anything, you have to get it appraised, or you should get it. You should get someone to appraise the spot.
Yeah. Obviously.
Like you're buying a home.
An inspector. Yeah, obviously. But that's what I mean. Like, did something go wrong, or was something wrong when you rented it? And if you rented it as is, then that means that you're required to make the improvements yourself. Like, there's been places, like, first off, this is commercial realty, and I have I can't speak to that. Mm-hmm. But there's been places that I've rented, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll sign this lease once you fix this, and this. And he's like, okay, well, you can sign the lease. I'll just put down that I'm going to fix that shit. And then the shit gets fixed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
that's the foresight, though.
Yeah.
Already mentioning this before we dance together. We dance together.
But I would imagine that nobody, I can't imagine, but you can't walk into a place and be like, yo, there's a fucking hole in the floor, but I need this place. And then once you sign it and that hole in the floor actually presents itself as an issue, then you call back and say, hey, you gonna fix this hole in the floor? Like, no, you signed already, dog.
Now it's your responsibility. Now everything that happens in there.
Exactly. I told you I'd give you this spot. This is part of the spot, the hole in the floor. But if there's a brand new hole in the floor, yeah, I do think that that's up to the landlord to fix the brand new hole if the fucking hole just came.
All right, so he's saying, you know how many things can happen in between signing a lease to the point of opening. We're not talking about a one bedroom apartment in North Philly. Talking about commercial. Like, I feel like we kind of covered that just in that waiting period.
Thought so. Yeah.
But we don't know everything, you know?
Right.
Like this is foreign territory, I guess you would say. Something that now you have to really think deep about. That's why I would just hate just renting. I understand the value in it in the short term game.
Right.
But the long term game, it's just like, if I'm here for 10 years, I don't know if my business is going to last in 10 years, you know? But that's your problem.
But that's assuming that your business already lasted for 10 years and now you're signing some shit. And you have a kind of I guess you could say you have kind of a motivation to lock it down for longer because of the rates. Because if you have to sign again in a year or 2 years, then you don't get the same rates. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So ideally, you sign up for a place, you're successful in that place, and then you want to renew what you had already. All right, you renew what you had already. If the wall caves in, yes, I do believe that is up to the landlord, unless it's from your construction. If the wall caves in from something that you were doing, you were constructing, then yeah, that's on you. But like I said, leases have these provisions. And even a one-bedroom apartment in North Philly is going to give you a 10 to 12 page lease that covers exactly what they can cover because they need to have their ass covered. Like, people know better.
People don't know better.
Okay.
I think that's a crazy. I mean, at first I would have sat there and been like, you know what? Yeah, people do know better, but no, it's easy not to know better. The more that I know.
Yeah.
All right, so right now we're drinking Black Girls Magic. Shout out to Black History Month, the McBride sisters. This is a red blend. Boom. Not too much I'm gonna say about that. You want some over there? Yep. You good?
That's your glasses?
Yeah.
I got you.
Sorry, we have guests in the room. Hey, guests. Gotta wish you some love. But all right, so congratulations to you. I know that's going to be really stressful too.
What?
Cheers. Hopefully you have something that you're sipping. Cheers. So I guess he has a place opening up at a restaurant. Opening in March. We got to go down to Virginia.
Okay.
To check it out. Come visit. Show some love. Definitely will. Just let me know. Let us know when it's opening.
Yeah.
I mean, when to come.
So he could probably speak to a lot of this more than we can, because he's actually, I assume he's got a lease.
Yeah, so he's saying he's really active, engaging in comments, and I wish I could just like do all that at the same time, but it's challenging with this new dynamic now. Because it's just something different now. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I could like because you just have to sit there and go with it, you know, go with the new regulations. You have to, because you're missing out on so many of your key days when you make all the profit, and you definitely need you need as much as possible right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
but at the same time, this is a global situation, so everybody's making sacrifices and nobody's going to get what they wanted to get. Like, literally nobody's going to actually achieve what they expected to achieve.
I mean, and it's still not easy to get a bank loan at the same time. It's going to be even more tougher.
Definitely a strain on the whole economy. You
know, so it's just like, yeah, because I mean, but the big brands, the big names, they're going to get it, of course.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and then a lot of places do already have a huge line of credit, because even small businesses have at least 10 grand on line credit for your business. If you've been open, if you made it to the 2-year mark, you know, you're pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you're good. You have 10 stacks at least line of credit, so you can make these things happen. I think it just comes down to, like, you gotta have the confidence. You have to really believe in your concept. If you don't believe that you guys could do the numbers, then it's like, well, fuck it. What are you doing? What are you opening up for if you don't think that your spot is going to do what you want it to do? You know, like, it's one thing to, like, it's always good to undershoot when you're planning. You know, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna be a little bit modest with it, you know, with these projections. But you should know that, nah, I'm gonna kill it, you know? Once the joint open, you know, like, I only undersold just to see what investors I could get based off of that, you know?
Right.
And then I'm gonna overperform because I know this is lit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
That's just what I do think or believe.
Yeah.
Definitely during this time, because, like, if you're opening up prior to this, and then this is the flagship, this was your introduction, all those places are still opening. They're still opening, and the quality is just so much more better because they have to be on point. So when they're able to fully open, then everybody's gonna. Then I can just see everybody's just jumping in. But if you're skating through, because you're just opening, you're building your name, building that brand, everybody's expecting that same quality. You should be able to deliver it.
Well, I mean, that's probably the advantage to just getting ahead of the pack and jumping on the shit right now.
Yeah.
Because then you can already have your established, you know. There's a lot of people who probably have regular places that they go to that they can go to, so they'll start going to your place now because you're the only one on the block. So, yeah, I can see that. I can see the advantage of doing that.
All right, so March 23rd, got you. March 23rd.
Word. That's a week after St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have kids, so I'm fluid.
I don't have kids, so I'm fluid too. I don't have kids yet.
All right, I'm about to say, what the fuck happened, man?
I don't have kids yet.
You got a raspberry at least.
No, man.
What is it now, a plum?
You know, man. No, it's a strawberry. Speaking of strawberries, time to plug in the strawberry wine. All right, but no. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it on that. You know, it's not too much more you can. I guess you can deep dive off a lease, but then without.
I mean, I would have to do some reading.
Yeah, a lot of reading in order to be able to navigate through a lease.
Yeah, this has been a good day for Tara to be here.
I know, right? Hey, if you're there, hey, chime in.
Yeah, for real.
Use some guidance on this one.
Yeah.
But I mean, that just opens up the door for a conversation later down the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we could actually have it, like, planned out, you know, whatever.
I mean, well, you don't tell me what we're talking about before I get here, so.
Because you don't want to know anymore.
No, who the fuck said that?
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did. You said that.
You had one day where you were like, yeah, I kind of want to talk about this. This is what we're going to talk about. And that same day, I was able to get prepared, and I think that was one of our better episodes.
That was great, man. That was great.
Since then, you have not told me anything. I'm like, all right, if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is.
No, you said you want to walk in and you I got the answers. You had the swag like that, so I'm like, oh, that's how we
I never said, yo, I'm just going to walk in and just speak off the top of my head on every subject and I'm going to know what the fuck I'm saying.
Yo, that's on one of the episodes that's already out there, yo.
Unless you deleted it.
No. It was early on. It was probably when we ain't had no shirts on.
Yeah, really?
It's probably on that one. Yeah.
All right, well, either way.
But yeah, we can do it if we're gonna go that way.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell me what's going on. I'll do the homework, man. I definitely will do the homework. Because I would have came in there and I'd have been like, okay, so lease requirements, so on and so forth. This is what's typical. This is what you should expect. And this is what's negotiable. You know? Different range of factors. I would have done my research.
You know, it's a growing podcast and a growing industry. You know, that's 86.
We're two growing boys. Two growing boys, you know?
You know what I'm saying?
We just trying to get big.
Nah, you know, we just trying to stay modest, you know what I'm saying? So therefore,
I'm trying to grow the fuck up.
You gotta stay modest, you know?
So therefore,
you know,
stay
modest. No, wait, no, you're forever young.
All right. All right, bro. My birthday in a couple fucking weeks, man.
I know, and then after that, we gotta go down to Virginia.
Yeah, right. If I'm still alive.
You know, because this outbreak is crazy. This pandemic, it's just everywhere.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Trying to be out on the beach?
Oh, no, it's not gonna be time yet in March. It's not beach time yet.
I don't know, man. Global warming. So we got global warming that's been cooking. We got the pandemic that's been cooking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Is it snowing again today?
Nah, man. It's just black ice.
Oh, okay.
Black History Month. Come on, man. All black everything.
Black bartenders, black ice.
Hey, shout out to Tom Bullock. You know, like the ideal bartender.
Y'all heard a nigga say yesterday. He was like, "Yeah, y'all be walking around acting like the white man ice colder." I was like, "Word." I was like, "Word." White man ice ain't colder, bro. Fuck that. Yeah.
I mean, ain't nobody slipping off of the white man ice.
You crazy, nigga.
Have you? I've never seen anybody slip off some white ice.
Not white ice. The white man's ice.
What's the white man ice? See, I don't know about the white man ice.
It was all right. First off, it was just a metaphor, bro. It was a metaphor.
About meth?
No. That's funny. That's crazy. But no, it was a metaphor. It was a metaphor referring to like.
What? Am I
It was
wrong?
a metaphor referring to like how people will abandon their own community to go find quality.
Oh, so we going deep.
No, I'm just saying. I heard somebody say that yesterday. I thought it was fly as fuck.
They talking about that crystal ice? That
They
one
was
you can
talking-
see through?
Bro, they wasn't even talking about. They were talking about knowledge. They were talking about universities. They were saying, yeah, it was like, yo, you walking around thinking the white man ice is colder. Like, but we all have the same curriculum. The knowledge is out there. You know what I mean? That's what they were referring to.
The only person I listen to when they talking about ice is Andre 3 Stacks.
What he say about ice?
Ice cold. Hey ma. No, it's hey ya. Hey ya. Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
Oh, you word.
You got me.
Yeah, now I got you.
Now you got me. You know what? That song was a smash.
Yeah.
Everybody was around saying, well, what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. You know who else said that?
Who?
I don't know. Exactly. So come on, Black History Month, man. Andre 3 Stacks, man. Give him his roses. Because they smell like, ooh. All right, I had that one, you know.
Yeah.
We on the 3 Stacks, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Come on, man.
I hear you. You on 3 stacks right now.
Hey, come on, man. We not talking about that.
I'm just saying.
I mean, we just chilling. It's cold out here, man.
Yeah.
I gotta walk out those doors.
White man's ice.
They gave it.
So this is awkward now.
Why?
Cause I want to eat an orange, but they're like sitting up on the table.
Oh, grab the orange.
You sure? It's not just a prop.
Nah, man.
You sure?
Nah, everything here is, that's why they're here.
All right, cool.
Everything you can just grab.
All right, cool.
You know? Like, that's the interactive part, you know?
Word. I'm enjoying this wine.
Made by 2 sisters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Like sisters?
Yeah, like yo, it's crazy. All right, see, I didn't really want to go into it like that, but since we're here, let's just do it. All right, so the Bryant sisters, 2 sisters, separated. Boom. One was
McBride. Are they related to the Color of Water dude?
yo, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who that. I don't know who
We read
that
that
is.
book. We read
Did
that
I?
book. Yeah.
I don't think I read that book.
We read that book in like 11th grade. Color of Water.
Yeah, I don't think I read it.
Really?
I probably spark notes it.
I think the boy name was like James McBride or something. McBride.
Oh.
And he came.
Yeah, I
we
don't
went
know.
to the John to go see him speak and everything.
Did we?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't either, but I remember his name. I'm good with names.
That's good. Over time, I got better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so these 2 sisters, one was, all right, so they were separated. I don't know if it was at birth, but they were separated. Probably at birth. So one of them ended up in college.
Probably at birth. Maybe
Because one ended up
they
in...
were separated. Maybe they graduated school and one of them was
No, they ain't know each other.
okay.
They didn't know each other. So one was raised in Cali, and the other was raised in, you guessed it, New Zealand.
Oh yeah, I guess that.
You guessed
That's
it,
exactly
right?
where I was going.
Exactly. Where else would you want to go?
Right.
Philly?
I mean, we're talking wine, so yeah.
Exactly, right? It only makes sense. So they didn't know. So then somehow they end up finding out about each other,
Okay.
came together, and you know,
And made wine.
me won.
That's wild.
That is wild, and it's crazy because it's a true story. I just did this just for entertainment purposes, but
Yeah,
like
that's pretty wild.
the details in between are ridiculous. I was like, whoa. was like, oh snap, you know? It's pretty
Word.
cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's
I
pretty
can't even
cool.
get my brother to respond back to me on Instagram.
Yo, man.
He in North Philly.
The dedication. The dedication. Man, my sister hit me yesterday just like, yo, man, I hit the lottery. I was like, hey.
She was playing.
I mean, it wasn't like the Mega Millions or anything like that.
What you got, a couple of racks?
No, she ain't. No. But she just said some of your Jew ran off, or you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Some of your energy crossed over, and I hit off my scratch off. I was looking. I was like, yo, none of these numbers are the winning numbers. She was like, no.
No.
It's not the numbers.
But
It's the bonus ones. So you know, she won a couple dollars.
that's what's up.
That's what's up, right? You know what I'm saying?
Did she buy tickets with it?
Huh?
Did she just buy tickets with it?
No, see, that's what I do. My sister is totally different.
She just enjoyed her win.
She just enjoyed her win. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at that.
You know, but she don't know about the 7 times in 7 years.
He got put her on.
I tried to, man, and she was like, yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, man, I've been winning, but I've been
How many
losing.
times you won?
Oh man, I can't even count.
Not 1 million though.
Yeah, man. So it's not that one, yo. It's not that one. So it don't even, does it matter?
No, not really.
All right, exactly.
Not really at all.
All right. This was just something like this was a fun episode. I'm ready to wrap this up. Good timing. I guess we gave y'all an hour. We gave y'all an hour.
Really? That was a whole hour?
Yeah.
Well, I felt like I didn't say nothing, but I don't know.
I mean, that's.
Wow.
I mean, you know, that's how it goes. The time flies when you're having fun. I mean, we didn't say much of anything. I mean, we were speculating with this whole lease. We were trying to fight through that.
Yeah.
You know, but we don't know shit.
Do we have a specific day that things are opening up or something to expect?
I mean, it already opened up.
Shit's open Friday, right?
Yeah, that was
Everything
that was-
open Friday.
Yeah, everything open Friday.
Okay. Capitol Grill's open.
What's Capitol Grill?
Really? You don't know what Capitol Grill is?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
So why ask me?
Why would I know what Capitol Grill is?
Oh, so you don't?
Why would I know?
Yo, you know what Capitol Grill is? Dog, it's right there.
No, man.
It's right on Broad and Walnut. On the corner with the lion.
No, that's not Walnut.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's Chestnut.
It is Chestnut, you're right.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Come on.
It's on the corner with the lion, though. So you know what it is, right?
Come on, man. Yo, like I was saying. All right, yo. I know Capitol Grill. How you don't know Capitol Grill? Cause they got the Capitol, right?
Yeah, I just
all right, so
asked you that.
You know what they did?
What did they do?
They were like, yo, they went to the landlord, and they were just like, we bring so much business to you. You gotta sit there and, you know.
No, but the landlord don't give a fuck about you bringing business in.
No. You gotta hear me out.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you what they did.
How you know? You know what they did, or you just talking shit?
Come on, man.
'Cause
All
I can't
right,
tell
yo,
with
man. Yo, I'm just gonna get some highlights. You ready?
No, nigga, keep talking. I want to hear this story.
Yo, this
Tell me
Black
what they
History
did.
Month, man. We
Tell
call
me
each
what
other
they
kings.
All right, that's cool, king nigga.
King of niggas.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying? Like Luffy. But no, man. All right, I don't know, man. I know Capitol Grill though. What's up? What you got?
So you don't know what they did? You don't know the story? How they went to the boss?
Man,
and
I'm not
the
sure I
landlord?
know. I do.
So tell me, enlighten me.
All right, so they bought to. I mean, because you have to understand that real estate. That's prime real estate.
Okay.
They got a whole lion statue outside their establishment.
Right.
So
I tried to steal that motherfucker many a night, and it's not going anywhere.
Man, it doesn't move.
No, it doesn't.
You know why?
Why?
Because lions are they're solid.
Word.
You see?
Word.
They don't move. They don't move unless they want to be moved.
Right.
You get it?
Right.
All right. So now with that in mind,
Okay.
you know what that represents.
What?
It's the corner. Is a corner real estate, right?
Yes.
And they bring in that the elitists.
Yeah.
Clientele.
Of course. Completely. Yeah.
So it's just like I'm showing
Across the street from like Union League and the Ritz.
I'm
and
showing off all of your beautiful real estate to the clients, you guessed it, that you want in your real estate. So are you not going to accommodate these rules and regulations for the people that you want to see your properties? Come on, man.
Okay.
It's just a light flex, light cook, you know? So,
Yeah.
So you know what the landlord said?
What?
He didn't say, oh man, that's your problem.
Okay. What'd he say?
He said, whatever you need done.
Okay.
Got it. Cause you bring me millions.
All right. Okay.
And then he puffed his cigar.
That shit ain't lit.
It's always lit.
That shit lit. That shit lit.
It's always lit. All right, but yeah, man. So but that's how negotiations go.
That's what I mean. I mean, you can go to lunch and figure it out. I said that like 3 times.
And you know where they had lunch?
Capitol Grill.
Obviously.
Because it was open. I know. I get
They
it.
weren't on the outside.
No, they were inside.
They were inside.
They were inside at the bar.
But at that time, you gotta remember,
It was probably only 50%, 25%.
it was only 25%.
Yeah, at the time.
At the time.
But now? No, I get you.
So come on, man. That's how leases work.
Yeah, I don't even want to risk being uncool and asking you how serious you are right now.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah, I know.
Did you enjoy it?
I did.
All right, cool. All right, so is it anybody you want to highlight?
I don't give a fuck about nobody. Since it's Black History Month, James Baldwin. I never knew you was who you was, man. Yo, you just killing it. You continue to kill it. Man, I got so much to learn from you. I'm humbled just by like how ignorant I am about everything in life. So I got a whole lot more reading and research to do. A whole lot more time to spend just like picking up things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, highlight James Baldwin.
All right, so I'm gonna do my highlight.
Word, you made him wait, huh?
Sound like it's this guy right here, Tom Bullock. So this is the first black, you gotta do that right, black bartender to publish a recipe cocktail book called The Ideal Bartender. It's pretty fly. I mean, his story is pretty interesting. He was just slinging drinks for a bunch of like presidents. For the United States of America.
Is that just a recipe book, or is that deeper than just drinks? Is there a story in there?
No, there's no story in here.
Okay.
So they were trying to. David Wildridge was trying to.
So this is a 1917 reprint. So when the fuck was this book written?
You gotta. It's all in the joint. All right, you guys. All right, but yeah. So David Wildridge was sitting there just doing research, trying to bring more light to this guy and all that kind of jazz, because he wrote the book Punch.
Say this.
No, I'm not saying that.
Say this.
On air? No.
Yeah, say it.
No, man, I'm not saying that.
This is the boy's name.
No, it's not. That's whose name is that? That's a cocktail.
I know, but that's the boy's name.
No, that's not his name. That's nobody's name, yo,
so
man.
what does it say then?
Yo, man, I'm not doing that.
All right, continue. Say it.
No, I'm sitting here trying to give Tom Bullock a highlight right now. All right,
you won't say the name of the cocktail.
Because that's not the one that that people are looking for, that people should be looking for, is the Busy Izzy Highball.
Okay.
But overall, he was the man. He was crushing it on the cocktail scene back in the 1800s. It's more 1800s, right?
Yeah, right. Why not?
Published the recipe book. Had some steam coming his way because a lot of people probably didn't like it, and he just disappeared one day.
Yeah.
Nobody ever seen him ever. Like, his family don't know where he went.
That was back before the internet, back before social media, when it was easy to disappear. You could raise a whole family 6 blocks away and nobody ever find you.
Yo, like, his family went looking for him.
No, they ain't look 6 blocks away.
Even still away. No, like he just disappeared one day, yo, and it's just sad. But he worked in the country club.
Okay.
Yeah, black guy, writing recipe books, publishing them. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, man. But so I got this book. I was working at Relish, I believe. So that tells you the time that I got that, and that's why all those, because I was trying to bring some dope cocktails to the menu.
Word.
And it was February, Black History Month, and I was like, oh, we should sit there and do like
Black
one of his
Man,
cocktails.
Black History Month, Black restaurant.
Just feature like 4 cocktails out of there, one a week.
Right.
Damn, that didn't go over too well.
He got a joint called Black Cow.
Yo, man, he got a lot of things in there. And they're really good cocktails too. And I was trying to find the ones that we can actually make. Reproduce and like just crank that out. That's going to be good. Tweak it a little bit.
Beef tea.
But yeah. So shout out to Tom Bullock, Black History Month, first black bartender to publish a recipe book that went missing. Trail just went cold. So, that's that. Cheers.
Yeah, let me tell you what's in this beef tea though. It's a half a teaspoonful of beef extract. Fill the glass with hot water. Stir well while seasoning with pepper, salt, and celery salt. Serve with a small glass of cracked ice.
We should have just made that joint.
And a spoon on the side.
We should have just made that joint.
You got some beef extract?
We got everything, man.
All right, cheers.
I got some left over from.
Really?
So, you know,
I would say, yo, you really been cooking.
Oh man, I've been cooking. People been leaving me alone, so I ain't got too much beef around.
I see what you did there.
I'm out of here. Thank you for checking out That's 86 podcast with me, Bryant and Theo, also known as BryGuy. And to my right,
your neighborhood vagabond, Theo.
Boom. Till next week. Bye.